As I got you, yeah, everything is gonna be alright. I know it will. Be alright. Oh, yeah.
Long as I got shoes.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Good morning. Good
the day after, the morning after.
morning after. I look like the morning after.
You ain't lying, bro. I'm like, yeah. We ain't even supposed to be here.
Exactly. But we here for y'all. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Show, episode number 20. Put a dub on it.
2-0.
Exactly. Thanks for kicking it with us. This is our Christmas episode. It's a Christmas special. Whoop, whoop.
Right. It definitely is special.
It is, man. It is. We made it all the way to Christmas 2020. Didn't look like we was going to get here, but we did.
And you know what? It's nothing like nothing like the kids to make you forget all of that Rona that's out there.
That Rona, the gift that keeps on giving.
Absolutely. But you know what? We wasn't even really feeling it yesterday.
Nah, it didn't even come up, man.
So that was cool. They definitely held it down.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about it, man. Christmas. How was it, man?
Bro, it was festive. I felt like it was festive. You know, we had some custom shirts.
Oh yeah?
I would have wore it again, but I got mine messed up with the food.
Look at you being fat. Yeah, man.
What about you?
I cut some shirts, man. We did too. I got mine. Follow a lot of llama. You know, we had the whole pajama set. Everybody was wearing them. Even had the littlest one rocking it.
Yo, them shirts became a task, bro. Like, because the wife was bent on us having them shirts.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was like a 2 a.m. ordeal for her to make them shirts, man.
Yo, for the shirts weren't so much of a problem. The picture, taking the family picture, was a problem.
How'd you do that? I saw that. Would you just set the phone up?
We set the phone up. We put a countdown on it, but just trying to get everybody to be in position and then stay in position, bro.
Yeah, you got a super toddler.
Yeah, that took. I'm pretty sure that took 30 minutes just for like 2 photos.
Oh, that makes sense. You got a super toddler and a super toddler puppy.
Yeah, puppy, man. And that's what was funny. They would never be ready together. Like we had shots where the puppy was looking at the camera, but Izzy was like running off somewhere. Then we had shots where Izzy was sitting down, and the puppy was trying to get away. And it was just like, oh, y'all killing me.
That sounds about right. When one look left, the other one look right. Nobody looking straight.
Exactly. And then the older kids, CJ held it down. He was good. Danielle, she held it down, but with attitude. She was like, I just want to open presents.
Right.
Lovely was clear. Nobody opens presents until this picture gets taken. So
that's my son kept saying. He's like, Daddy, you said when we wake up, I could open some presents. That's what you said. And I was like, yeah, Zach, we got to do this first. But you said when I woke up. So in his mind, he's like, I'm woke. What are presents at?
There was terms and conditions. He didn't read the fine print. There.
No. He's like, every time I was like, hey, let's do this. He's like, but you said when we wake up, we get to open presents.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, that was how we started. Our Christmas day was with the family photo. Then, of course, we did the unwrapping and chaos. But before we even did that, man, I want to talk a minute to shout out to all the parents who did all the prep work. You know, I know some of y'all, and we'll talk about this, and some of y'all do Santa Claus. But yo, the prep work. I wish there was a Santa Claus to do all this work ahead of time. And
wrapping gifts till 2 in the morning and all that.
I can't even fake, man. Like I had, because we got this toddler puppy. I had stayed up the night before, taking him out like every hour. So the night before Christmas, I was done. Lovely held it down until like 2 or 3. I woke up and took over the graveyard shift and finished wrapping gifts.
The graveyard shift.
It was at some point we started both just wrapping up Amazon boxes. Like this is gonna be a combo present. You only get 3 inside of one.
That's how I did it. Listen, look, Candace had a whole bunch of stuff. She had like a shelf, a purse, some clothes. Bro, I grabbed the biggest box that we had, put everything in just that one box, and used half a roll of wrapping paper to get it.
Yo, I'm
like, that's how we got to get it done.
Yeah, because wrapping up all the individual ones, and you got oddly shaped toys, and
but it's cool. I think it's cool to do it like that because when you get like a giant box, you be like, yo, like what's this? And it's like, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifts in the box. That's how you do it. That's how you do a celebration. Christmas surprise.
Yeah, man. So what were some of the highlights from your holiday?
Dude, highlight. Let's see. Definitely like I said, we went outside. Did some, I got that big hill in my backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So we the kids did some sledding.
Oh, nice.
And man, they was cracking up laughing the whole time we was out there. From like as soon as they started running outside, they was happy. And I don't know, just kids is giggly and giddy no matter what. And then you throw this little thing in there, so they like Zoe trying to adjust herself to get down the slide. I mean the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And she like miscalculated. So while she's trying to get herself positioned, she already started sliding down. It was like a cartoon episode. And then she's just laughing the whole time while she's going down there. So that was dope.
That's funny, man. And of course, for you guys at home, let us know in the comments some of your highlights from this year's Christmas. What were the things that you enjoyed the most? Just looking back a couple of days, or even the Christmas week, because that was one of the cool things about this week was we kind of celebrate a little bit every day in different ways. We did Christmas movies, like from Sunday going forward. Every day was either a Christmas show or a Christmas movie.
What y'all watch?
We didn't watch a lot of the classics. They were, they're on these new cartoons. So we watched like Phineas and Ferb Christmas special.
They had a Christmas special?
Yeah, they do. It's actually pretty good, surprisingly. What else we do? We watched the Christmas Chronicles, Christmas Break.
I watched Charlie Brown though, right?
Nah, we didn't even make it to Charlie Brown this year. It didn't happen.
Shame for shame.
Hey,
the one thing we did watch that was new, which I think my daughter, man, I think she got my soul. She watched that Lego Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah.
And she was all in. And it was funny for her to be like, "Look, Daddy, it's Baby Yoda." Like she haven't seen like Mandalorian, but she was like, "Look, Baby Yoda, look, Rey," and like she's like shouting out all these people. I was like, "Okay, all right."
Yeah, man, we got in the comment section. Yeah, bacon. My daughter got an easy bake oven this year, so she was out there making cookies.
What y'all had some cookies?
We had some cookies last night.
Some easy bake cookies. Isn't it just basically a microwave?
I don't know how it works, actually.
I feel like it's just a microwave. So you eat microwavable cookies.
I got the after. I mean, they were pretty good. I ate one. Got either one. But clearly, the biggest highlight was getting a new pup. He's actually in the room. I'm surprised he's doing so well. He was over here howling right before the show started. He wants to.
Word?
Yeah,
I heard him make a noise. I'm surprised.
He started making noise yesterday. Yesterday, he really started to. He doesn't bark, but he'll That's what he was doing this last night. He's let me see if I can get him on camera. Nah, he's still asleep. He was dreaming. Thought he was up. He over here dreaming about running around the snow. Yeah, he's doing that exactly. that was the big highlight for me, man.
Yeah. Oh, but wait. I definitely had the puppy, man, and then you got that album, son.
Oh no, that's the favorite gift. See, that's a different question. You know what I'm saying? If my favorite actual gift is the gift.
Boom. You know what? Oh,
Final.
I forgot. So I'm still waking up. We got to figure something out. So for I don't know how many. Can we pull up how many views we got right now? It don't matter. It don't matter. We'll take it later. So we definitely wanted to talk about giving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gifts and giving, what it means, what it feel like. So yeah. So one thing I definitely forgot. Hold up that album, man. You got a track list on the back?
Oh yeah, it does actually.
So Lovely was saying there's some extra songs.
There are.
What's on side B?
Well, this I think it splits right here. I think they have to take the record out to show the side A, side B listing. Yeah, on the record it actually shows the side A, side B. There it is. Boom.
It's like an unboxing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This is great. This is the best.
So what was the extra song?
It was I don't remember the names, but it had Andy Mineo on it and some of the newer rappers. Like I think 1K Few is on the bonus track. I don't know everybody on the 116 label. They got a lot of new. Cause I was looking at some of the names.
Yeah, bro. You know, I was thinking too about 116 because like that's definitely been. I guess we mixing things up, right? Favorite song, Christmas song, bro. I will play that song and just let it like that album.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. Like you know, like old school records, they had to be good.
So if y'all ain't heard about The Gift by 116, go ahead, cop that. And as an extra bonus, we need to figure something out because as we talking about giving and gifts, we're gonna give away the Gift album, right? Some people might have an album.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people got record players, but
YouTube
we certainly rocks with that. So
yes, sir.
This is the first time ever.
We
actually live. We weren't supposed to be here, but we're doing it for you. But mostly because Charles messed up. But we're gonna give away the gift, the album.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't even listen to stuff, but you know, we gotta take it back to your roots, man.
Exactly. Take it back.
You gotta actually own something these days. Most people be streaming, don't own nothing.
You gotta own it. Cause this, like Pernell saying, this you can listen to it all the way through. It's one of them great albums where you don't gotta, you know, people are like, how do I skip on a record? You can't skip on a record. So every track has to be fire. And every track is hot fire.
Mm-hmm. Hot fire. Everyone. Yeah. Oh, come all ye faithful.
Mm-hmm.
And then that Silent Night with the two back to back.
Then
definitely has been
We Three Kings, all of that.
Yeah. And actually, you know, it's actually an album that didn't it come out like last year though?
It did come out last year, if I recall, man.
So, but that is definitely the gift that keeps on giving. Because I've been listening to that album all year off and on, and then over the past 2 weeks, it's been in heavy rotation, son. Heavy rotation, and it knocked out my actual favorite Christmas album, which is, do you know?
Charlie Brown soundtrack?
Absolutely.
Boom, there it is.
Charlie Brown, son.
Yes.
And people be sleeping on Vince Guaraldi.
If you
don't know, Vince Guaraldi is the composer from the Peanuts. And he on the keys, man. Listen, dude is an alien.
Yeah, man. That whole album, I love that album too. Old Tannenbaum, Linus and Lucy, Skating, all of it.
All of it, man.
All of it.
Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah,
all of it.
The album is fire.
All of it. But like I said, we're gonna give away the gift. To what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this giveaway? Somebody got to say something in the comments, and we'll come back and check it. So and you can whoever wins will be able to select whether they would like a digital or the record, the physical copy.
Go for the
hopefully go for the record, because you actually get. I think they check with Lovely. They send you the digital version too if you get.
Yeah, you get both actually.
Oh, see, bam, bam, bam. That's a win.
It's a win.
Win. I was about to. It's Sabbath. I was about to say something else. So, yeah, somebody got to say something in the comments. But what they gonna say? What they got? Maybe it's a question.
It's a question that would be posted later. We'll post it later.
We ain't gonna post. We gonna ask the question. What is your? Actually, we'll do maybe like a trivia.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sabbath
getting.
morning show.
It's gonna be a question, but there's definitely some comments. We got Sean. Shout out to Sean. Merry Christmas to you.
Shout out.
Thank you for watching. And we
a couple of days past his birthday.
Yeah.
Do you win something to play it on? Oh no,
Ooh, nah.
Remember that commercial from the 80s when they used to promote those records? No, sister, you got to get your own.
Exactly. You gotta get your own. That's why we're gonna send a digital copy.
That's right. You get a digital copy too. So if you ain't got nothing to play it on,
that's okay.
That is sad.
But
your kids have to figure it out.
But speaking of comments, we have some comments. We were talking about our highlights, things we enjoyed from the Christmas season. We had Lena sharing cooking with her young adult children. That's great. I'm glad you're able to spend time with your family. I know that, as you're saying in the comments, there was definitely some downs this year.
Absolutely.
Of losing your mom, but I'm glad you were able to spend it with them and enjoy your first grandbaby. Congratulations. That's awesome. The COVID, man, it was weird. Like in some ways, like we were saying, we didn't feel the effects, but even for us, like we never spend Christmas in Michigan. Like we always go back home. We go to New York and Delaware, Virginia, see our family and friends. But this year was different. And I remember my daughter was really upset. She wanted to go see her cousins, and it was tough, but we were able to find some ways to still enjoy Christmas together. I mean, this is our first year doing family pajamas and having a puppy. So we tried to kind of balance it out a little bit, even though it wasn't, what it looked like normally. There still was, some good parts of it. FaceTiming. What's that?
Kid feel bad, a gift will make everything go away. Like, oh, I don't want to do it. And next thing you know, like, here's this present, open it. Okay.
Yeah. For some, my son though, he's even as a young child, he never he would be like, oh yeah, thanks for the gift, but I'm still upset. Like
he won't let it go.
No, he does not let it go. He be like,
I wonder where you get that from.
I don't know.
I wonder where you get that from.
He's funny like that, man. He'd be like, we couldn't go to the park, but we're gonna get ice cream. Sitting there eating ice cream. I still want to go to the park though. Like, dude. So yeah, man, it's been interesting during COVID with the kids. I look at the comments saying, got a new record player. Just saying,
he ready. So our producer's gonna come up with the trivia question, and let us know what the question is. We'll be asking y'all shortly. So that's gonna be giveaway number 1. I'm happy to be giving stuff away. And so talking about giving and gifts and stuff like that. Like I know last week.
What was your favorite gift to give this year?
My favorite gift to give this year probably was my son he loves trucks. And by love trucks, like he will cause an accident screaming in the car. You'd be like, what? And he'd be like, look, a garbage truck. and he's been on this truck stuff for months, man, maybe all year. And So the one thing he wanted this year for Christmas was a garbage truck.
Boom.
And I was just like, and in my mind, it's like you trying to like
Why do you want
piece it
that?
all together. You like, a what? So listen, this kid, and he was telling us, he was like, so his Christmas countdown was only 2 more sleeps till I get a garbage truck. And Candace asked him, what happens if you don't get a garbage truck? He was like, I will be disappointed. So, man, when he opened it and he's like ripping through it, he's like, it's a garbage truck. Like the look on his face, priceless. Definitely the garbage truck gift was the best. Like again, it's like trash, bro. What was the best gift you gave this year? Trash.
The best gift, or at least the best reaction that I saw with my kids was Danielle. Danielle and CJ both, because we got the same gift. But it was funny. CJ he opened his gifts kind of out of order. So he opened up a gift and it had just a case holder for a tablet. And so he opens it and he's like, oh, this is a case for a tablet. And like he didn't like put it together that
right.
Also,
he didn't go like, where's the tablet?
Yeah, he didn't even ask that. He was like, oh, okay. He's like, well, whenever I get a tablet, I'll have this case with it. Like, that's literally what he said. He was so like laid back. He was just like, oh, okay, this is cool. I'll get a tablet soon. Thanks, guys. And we were like, you're not gonna ask for the tablets? And he doesn't open the tablet till like 3 gifts later. And the only thing that made him was that Danielle opened up her tablet, and then he was like, wait, there's tablets? So Danielle starts going crazy, jumping up and down. She's like, oh my goodness, a tablet. And man, that was pure 100% happiness. And the dynamics of the kids, man. So they're going crazy over tablets. Izzy went crazy over Paw Patrol little action figures.
She liked it.
They were $5 for a set of 6 from 5 and below. It was a stocking stuffer. We didn't even think like, oh, it's a big gift. We put it in her stocking. She stopped opening gifts. She was just like, I'm playing with this. And that was
yeah, that was like part of her first words, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the characters from Paw Patrol.
Yes, she Chase and Sky.
I was like, she can't say nothing, but that's interesting.
That's Paw Patrol, man.
That's interesting. We got
Riley. I see you listening from Texas. We got listeners coming live from Texas. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Appreciate you know what? Yeah. Boom. Speaking of gifts and giving, I actually forgot. Y'all had y'all stuff delivered to our house, and I actually forgot that I got something for you, sir. Boom. How about that? I'm gonna open it for you.
Uh-oh.
What's in the bag?
I want to know.
You know, men don't really like to wrap gifts. You put stuff.
I was gonna say, why is it even in the bag, sir?
Dramatic effect. Be on TV. Dramatic effect. Drum roll.
What is it?
Bam.
Oh, look at that.
Excite. What is it? What's the M stand for?
Minor league.
The minor league.
Andy Mineo, appreciate it.
Bam. That's what you say. That's gonna be
That's right here, man. I felt that. See, you knew exactly, man. You knew it goes with the album. You know what I'm saying? It goes.
Absolutely. You know, I was like, why they call themselves the minor league? They got too much stuff going on. 116 minor league, and I was just like, what is happening?
It's like Def Jam and Rockefeller and Def Jam and Rough Rider. You know, all these sub albums, and they're all on Columbia. Like,
and you know, the crazy thing is all this expansion stuff that they doing. And you know what? They still ain't got room for Jen.
Listen, man.
I ain't gonna let that go, man.
It be like that.
I'm gonna let that go. All right. So in the comments, the trivia question is, what is the Sabbath Morning Show motto?
Ooh.
So the first person who can put that in the comments will receive a gift, which is the gift. Huh?
I see you there.
The gift you get is the gift. Album by 116 Crew. So we'll check that out. You'll have to exactly what is the Sabbath Morning Show motto? Let us know in the comments, and you will receive a gift called the gift. Hey, like that? Bam.
Yep.
Then today is like the day after,
Morning after.
right? We do this on Sabbath morning. They watch these church at home shows, the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so today, it's all Christmas. So I'm like, I wonder if they still think it's Christmas.
Yeah, my kids didn't know it's not Christmas, but they're still like, we don't want Christmas to be over. That's all they kept saying yesterday. They're like,
we don't want it to be over.
Nope. So yeah, man, it's definitely been an interesting year, despite everything that's going on. The Christmas traditions. I know we talked about some of the highlights, but from a tradition thing, even especially for my family, there were a lot of things that were different that we couldn't do. Spending time with family, getting Rice Krispie treats like we normally get on Christmas Eve. That's one of the big things what my aunts usually does.
Rice Krispie treats.
Yes. That's what she give me and my brother usually fight over them. Even though we're two grown men, we still fight over
Rice Krispie treats. Okay.
Rice Krispie treats.
All right.
We couldn't do that, but creating new traditions like family families.
I think the t-shirts was definitely something new. The stockings. I guess that's a tradition for us. I guess it is.
The other tradition that we did that was different was giving gifts to others who maybe weren't able to get gifts for their kids and who just needed stuff. So normally we, deliver them, and we were able to do that a little bit, but for the most part, we did it online, which was super different. So like even for the kids, normally they would go to the store and pick out the item for the other kid or something, or the clothes for the other kid, just to, so they can go through the process and, and be a part of it. But, now they just clicking a button. And I remember my kids were like, that's it. And I was like, yeah, it's going to ship to them, and that's it. So
I think a couple of weeks ago we talked about that, and then when I saw you could do it online, I was like, I ain't going to the store. I ain't shipping this stuff to my house. Like click.
Right, and it was cool that we were still able to do that, but it was different. It was different, I think for the kids not being able to physically, go to the store, buy it, and deliver it that way. Stockings were always a tradition for now. You weren't aware of that apparently.
I just got on board. Okay, better late than never.
That's right. So yeah, man.
Page, I see you in the comments.
It's been cool developing traditions, I think, and I think even though we've been together for the last 10 years, it's interesting to still have the opportunity to find new ways to create traditions. Actually, one of Danielle's homework assignments was to write down all the family traditions, and she was like, so what are our family traditions? And it kind of catches you off guard. Like, at least for me, it was like, we don't have like this list where it's like, oh yeah, we do this, we do this, we do that. And I was like, I mean, we do Christmas. Like that is the tradition. But it's like when we sat down and thought about it, like I said, like Rice Krispie treats, going to my brother's house, doing like the stockings, first in the morning, and then having the big gift exchange later when everyone else comes over. So it's like there's little things that that add to it. Going to my parents' house, going to see Lovely's mom, all these different things, and we tried to adapt with COVID, but I think even with COVID, there was a lot of opportunity to just try something new, do something different. Even FaceTiming with family and Zoom. And one of the things we did was that we recorded our Christmas experience in the morning to share. That we're going to share it later with family so that they can see. Because my kids are some of the younger kids in the family. So everyone likes to see and watch them. That's actually what ends up happening. We don't really do a gift exchange with the adults so much. We used to, but we basically, for the most part, do it for all the kids.
I know, it's like it's too much. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
You got 6 kids and I'm supposed to get you a gift too? No.
Exactly. So we just do the kids, and everybody just kind of watches them go crazy, go wild. So we put all that on film so that they can see it. What up, Richard?
Bro, how you late? You in the next room? I don't understand. I don't understand. He's a poser. Talking about what up, Detroit? Is that because you're in Detroit? You're saying what up? I'm trying to make it seem like you from a distance.
You should be saying what up, Commerce Township.
The other thing is, what was I about to say? We did a time lapse video actually.
Oh yeah.
From like nothing, and you see, it's funny to watch it, and it's like 10 seconds, but it's like you see like the paper just pile up, and that was like so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think for the most part, man, I think we normally have like everybody here. Mm-hmm. And like everybody from like my wife's family will bring everything, like all the gifts over to our house, and like we will do Christmas here. So that was one of the traditions that we had to adjust for, and then we did the Zoom call. There's no way in the world Candace was gonna record that Zoom because her Zoom went from I don't even know what time, bro. But by the time we was getting ready to eat, they had Zoom running for at least 6 hours.
Wow. Was Zoom free for Christmas? I know they did it for.
I think they did. They took the time limit off for Christmas, but she has her own account, so I guess it don't matter.
Yeah.
I guess that's how it worked. But
that's cool, man. That's a long Zoom call. We did short ones. I think there was a few that we did a couple long calls, but it was just like, after about 30 minutes, an hour, we're like, all right, we're gonna call you later. The comment said all day Zoom call. All day.
I was like, ain't no way in the world. And then Candace was like, the day kind of went by fast. I was like, that's because you was on Zoom all day.
Nah, but for me, it went fast too. Like, just with everything that was happening. I mean, from still wrapping gifts early that morning to during the family photo to doing all the gift exchange and then cleaning up after the gift exchange and playing and taking dogs out. And it just went by super quick, man. I think like by the time I was like chilling and relaxing, it was like later that night. I was just like, oh, I guess Christmas is almost over. But yeah, man, that's good. And looking in the comments, there some people had a family drop in from Toronto, and that's cool, man. It's definitely interesting to see how people, what people felt comfortable with during COVID. Some people didn't want nobody over. Some people had everybody over.
Yeah, I had somebody who was like, "No, I don't want nothing." I was like, "Ain't no Christmas," and I was like, "Whoa." And that was just kind of like, which was kind of sad, but then it kind of like brought a little bit of that reality back. Like, this definitely has not been a good year. They showing that Match 2020 Match.com commercial.
Yo, that. Oh my!
It's like, yo, like that. I don't know if y'all seen that Match.com commercial that it was directed by Ryan Reynolds, which is probably why it's so funny.
Yeah.
But yo, he like 2020 hooked up with the devil. That sounds about right.
That sounds about right, man.
That sounds about right. Now the thing that would be crazy is if 2021 is their bastard child.
the results. The result, man. I think everybody's looking forward to some relief. I definitely am too. But I think that's kind of the Christian perspective, right? That, you know, even though these things are happening, our hope, our faith, and trust isn't in the year. So it's not in 2021 being this new hope.
Jesus.
It's in Jesus. That's all we got, man.
New hope.
And that's everything. It is a new hope, man. The empire struck back in 2020. But guess what? There's a return of Jesus happening very soon. Very soon.
Wait, did you ever watch that? What was it? That it wasn't a what was the name of that thing? It was some 3ABN Star Wars ripoff.
Yeah, it was the Cosmic Conflict,
bro. Man,
they had the angels lightsabers.
That was a letdown. Bro, I was actually excited to see it.
I was too. I thought it was gonna. I mean, it looked like it was gonna be pretty high budget, but it's not.
We could have did that in here. I could have put up the green screen, and we could.
They tried. They were trying.
I was like, oh my goodness, and I was like, man, I fell asleep on that thing, and I never finished it.
I finished it. The one product that was good was the Record Keeper. I like that series. It was a great controversy, but it was told from the perspective of angels, where it was basically they had a good angel and a bad angel, but they were friends before the fall, and so they would come together to like retell their sides of the story.
You know, I got a book like that called by C.S. Lewis. The Screw Tape Chronicles.
Yeah, Screw Tape, right? Yeah.
I think Screw Tape Papers or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a dope book. Like if y'all ain't heard that, if you ain't got that book, which is one of my favorite books. Oh, I think that's a favorite thing. That's another giveaway. We're gonna give away the Screw Tape Chronicles by C.S. Lewis. If you don't know who C.S. Lewis is, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Everybody knows who Narnia is,
right?
But it's one of his lesser known books because everybody obviously knows about Narnia. So
they made a movie off it. They make a movie off of this one.
So we'll have to. So hopefully the producers were still working on our question and whatever question they had, because we came up with the first question. So I'm still waiting on this question, and you will get a copy of Screw Tape Papers. I think that's what the name of the book is, by C.S. Lewis. So basically, it's a book about salvation from the perspective of a demon who just and they just can't win. Like they're like, we can't beat this Jesus dude, man. Like what's happening? And it's like their discussion. It's like they team huddle behind the scenes. It's like they got to check in with the devil. Like, yo, what happened? Like, I laid this soul out for you on a platter, and he was like, bro, we just can't win against this Holy Spirit, man. Like. They got that special sauce.
Man. That's dope. But yeah, if you can't tell, we're in a giving mood.
Giving mood. So today is all about giving. So the first one was the gift album. Now we're gonna give out the Screw Tape Papers. Another book that I love to actually give is the 5 Love Languages. Now, the people who. So here, I got the question for this one. So most people know what they are. Most people have not read the book. And they'd be like, yeah, I took the test online.
The book is really good because it explains it in more detail, not just what they are. What they explains, of course, what they are, but they explain how to love someone in that love language. And it gives
absolutely. So it's like people think it's like I think people have relegated it to one of those online quizzes. Like your personality type quiz. There's more to that stuff than that. And what I enjoyed about the book really is if you read it, it really tells you more about yourself, right? And so the issue that most people have is they love in the language that they give in, right? I love in this way, therefore I'm going to love you this way. And it's like, no. Like, right. You need to know what your love language is. and who your partner's love language is, and they're not always the same. So
No,
if your
no,
partner's gift, if your partner's love language is, touch, and
Mhm.
yours is gifts, then you giving them gifts probably ain't gonna measure up.
No, well, and that's the thing. Because people, of course, accept gifts, right? So it's like, oh, they'll be like, oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
That doesn't really move the needle for them, right?
Right.
It doesn't really move and get you any points. It's just like, oh, thanks for being nice. Not
Meanwhile, you over there like, that's it. That's all.
exactly.
Thanks. That's it.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
not
I
how
put
I
all
like
this
to go.
energy into this gift, and all you gonna say is, "Oh, thanks." So yeah, so definitely, and gifts, and I think gift giving is definitely a gift. It's not my love language, but mine. I think I'm good at giving gifts. Not everybody's good at giving gifts. Not everybody's good at giving and sometimes, and I understand like appreciation, but it's kind of like I feel like as like you can just be like, okay, thanks, right? But it's like the person who gives a gift, they looking like, hey, like I did this for you. You like, what is this?
Exactly.
What is this? What made you think?
Yeah, it's not my.
Charles be like, okay,
Yep,
all right.
it's not my love language.
One time, and I tell this story, the horror story of a gift. The worst gift I ever got was a teapot.
What? Why?
I don't know. It was that showed me that was God telling me I need to be with that person. I got a teapot, and then after that, my brother, that's what he called her afterwards. He was like, "Oh man, like we got into it." He was like, "Whoa, you in teapot?" Like, listen, a teapot, and I was just like, "Listen," and that was the year I had like laid everything out. It was like, I want this, I want this, I want this. Like anything you get in this vicinity, boom.
But did you even drink tea? Like, what made her get you a teapot?
I think if I'm really being honest, I think I was she was in Chicago, I lived here, so we like met up to do a gift exchange, and I think she stopped along the way.
Oh man, I ran out of time. What can I get him?
You're like, oh snap, I forgot. Like it's Sunday already. Like I need to get in the car and go. And I think she stopped along the way. And I'm like, and like the bag was heavy. So I was like, yo, this is nice. All right. And then I pulled it, I'm like, and I'm looking at it.
Yeah, and it's a teapot.
And I looked at her, and you know what she said? She was like, it's a teapot. And I was like, yeah, it's a teapot.
So that's a red flag right there. If you're given a gift and you have to say what it is with excitement to build up the excitement, that means you've messed up. That's already a clear sign. If the person doesn't react and you're like, you're trying to do that, it's done. Just let it go. Don't even.
And I was like, and then like there was another bag. So I was like, okay. And here's the thing, kid. It wasn't even like a teapot. Like a fancy teapot, like a press, one of them press, French press teapots or something like that. It was a decorative teapot.
No,
you know what that means? You can't even drink out of
it. It's for the look. She knew you had a Asian thing, feng shui, type of thing happening in your place. So she was like, you know what he needs? A teapot. That's what he needs.
A teapot. And so she was like, don't you like Japan? She asking me questions afterwards. Don't you like Japan? And I'm like, what? Like I was confused.
Logic.
Like, what? Don't you like Japan? They drink tea in Japan. Gotcha.
Boom.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I got her a diamond necklace.
Oh, yeah. That would have been disappointing.
I was like, bro, I was expecting like a PSP. And I'm super simple too. Like you could have got me like a gift card to GameStop or something at the time, right?
Nope.
Teapot, son. Teapot.
Teapot.
So what's the worst gift in the
Yeah,
comment?
exactly. What's the worst gift you guys have gotten?
You've ever received? That's what we
Let us know in the comments. I'm trying to think the worst gift I've gotten. I've gotten pretty good gifts. I think probably the worst gifts I would have gotten would have been as like a kid or a teenager getting like though I think I got some very ugly flannel shirt once, and it wasn't like the red and black like lumberjack type shirts. It was like some random plaid pattern that it was just hideous. And it wasn't like an ugly Christmas sweater. Like it was supposed to look good, but it was not. And I remember having to wear it so that the person wouldn't feel bad. And I literally wore it that one time around them. And then that thing was like put in giveaway immediately. I was like, I'm sorry. I can't live with this. We got in the comments. See, why you gotta put me on blast? Dollar Store gifts. My husband let my kids give with no supervision. Listen, this is what your kids got. Okay, this is what your kids gave to you. They decided to go to that store and they said that they liked those products and selected that for you. So, Merry Christmas from your children.
So you see, Sandra, he said he got one single it wasn't even a Hot Wheels. It was
a Matchbox.
A Matchbox car, a single Matchbox car. Listen, my worst Christmas, my stepfather's family would my stepdad's dad worked at the plant back in the day when the plant in Pontiac was like, you was super middle class if you worked at the plant. And he had like 20 years in. So he would buy each one of his grandkids a cart full of stuff from Kmart. This is back when Kmart was
still popping.
Still popping, yeah. And he would fill up. So he had these grandkids, and every grandkid got a shopping cart full of stuff, except for this one. Because I was a step kid, right? And they let me know I was a step kid. So one year, I would get nothing, right? Like nothing year 1, year 2, year 3, nothing. And the 1 year that they like, hey, Pernell, we got you something. Well, and I was like, oh, okay. So by then I'm like, okay, all right.
What was it?
That's a surprise. They gave me a pair of pants that was meant for somebody else but didn't fit. And I was just like, yo, this is, and I got used to it. But I think, that was just a horrible experience as a kid. I used to be like, yo, what is wrong with these people?
That's terrible. There's a work exchange gifts. Yo, there's a comment talking about that was the worst experience getting the car earrings and eyeshadow. I'm glad for the most part we don't do gift exchange at work. I think I've done it with a couple people who I'm actually kind of friends with at work, but for the most part, nah, we don't do that, and it's for good reasons, for reasons like that. But I think there's a good comment here from Lena. She says gifts for me are only meaningful when you're paying attention to the details of the individual.
See, Lena is showing the sign of a good gift giver. A good gift giver gonna pay attention. You can give a gift, but to be a good giver, right? And not to be confused with being a cheerful giver,
right?
Because
we're real happy to give you a terrible gift.
Exactly. You be like, bro, like you should not be this happy to give somebody a teapot. It just should not happen. You get earrings and your ears ain't pierced. That's what's right. Listen.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. We used to use Elfster. Elfster is a good way to do gift exchanges with other people. You don't know what they're giving. People will make a wish list on Elfster, and then all you do is look and see what that person likes, and it's makes it gift exchange real
Yeah,
simple.
what she's saying is, even though she used Elster, she still got.
Like that is like, I don't like none of that stuff on your list. I ain't getting you that.
Yo, low key, and let me put the wife on blast for a minute. I remember one day I did make a list. She
was like, I don't like a gift for you.
I don't need no list. I'm his wife.
See, she wanted to do an audible. She wanted to do it from memory. Just a no huddle offense she was trying to run, and it didn't result in a touchdown.
It was like you just came short.
Just a little bit. Like it'd be like,
like, oh, she may go all the way. And it was like, oh, the clock ran out. Don't you hate it when the clock run out and that person run out of bounds? Like, what did you do? What did you do?
But yeah, man. But I'm glad that this year we're still able to give gifts despite COVID, despite everything happening. I'm just thankful as well to still be working. There's a lot of people who weren't working, who weren't able to give their family gifts like they normally do, and it's just been a blessing to still be here in 2020 and be able to celebrate another Christmas. Another Christmas came and went, and it was a blessing for me. And I hope it was a blessing for you at home. Hope it was a blessing for you, Zig.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
And it's
it definitely is different, but I think hopefully most people come away with being a little bit more grateful for things. That's all I'm hoping for. I ain't never been so happy to be healthy, right?
Yeah,
it's like COVID. You take for granted. You're like, listen, like I ain't got sick. I haven't had a cold. Like, it's like if you start sniffling, you're like, I need to make an appointment.
Right.
It's like that, man. And so definitely happy to just be healthy and for my family to be healthy. It ain't no joke, man. And even now, like, like even with the vaccine starting, like a lot of people are hopeful about that, but I'm kind of like, that's not the, it ain't over. Like, don't like Tennessee right now, which was one of the places that we don't really hear a lot about, is like the hot spot of the country. With, I think they said something like with more cases per capita than California.
Wow.
And California, I mean, it doesn't have as many cases, but when you talk about per capita, you're talking about percentages. So California just crossed 2 million. And like the numbers in Tennessee is like, listen, it ain't over. So we still want everybody to be safe and be thankful for your health. If you ain't got nothing else, you got your health. Right.
Well, I'm comment here about gift giving. I like that, Brother Riley. Whenever I give a gift for whatever reason, I'm not expecting a gift in return. I either give it out of necessity or appreciation from some type of help that they've given me. And I was able to do that this year too. I gave a gift to someone, not even at all expecting a gift, but because they had been so helpful, to me this year, I got them a little token of appreciation. And I think that's the best way to look at gifts. Giving not with any expectation, but giving the kindness out of your heart.
Absolutely. I think that's the definition of being a cheerful giver.
Yeah. And that's that's one of the things that to kind of wrap it up for all this Christmas experience. And I know people celebrate it for different reasons. Some people celebrate it just for the holiday. Some people celebrate because of that's how they celebrate Jesus' birth. And then some people don't celebrate at all. So no matter where you kind of lie in that spectrum of things, I think the one thing that I hope that you take away was that the greatest gift, of course, was given 2,000 years ago with Jesus and
God.
Exactly, the gift from God, and we're all able to benefit from that, and we're all able to have a hope in that gift and the next phase of that gift, right? Like that was just the first gift. The
series gift where it's like, no, you got the case.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Wait for the equivalent tablet when we all get to heaven, and that's where our hope lies in. and we're thinking we won't have to worry about COVID. We won't have to worry about hot spots. None of that. We'll be able to enjoy life as it was meant.
Yeah, definitely hoping that people can see that now. And I think that kind of goes back. I think our theme this year, this whole time, has been that the church is not the building, it's the people.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully this year, we were able to show Jesus to somebody.
Yeah.
And I think that's which is funny. Like even this week, I was talking to a colleague of mine who just happens to be Buddhist, and we were having this conversation, and it veered, right? And we started talking about church and just an experience that I had with a mutual person that we know. And then her response about the people being the church and not the building, she was like, yeah, because isn't like, and she didn't say, aren't y'all supposed to believe?
Mm-hmm.
Her words were, people are upset about churches being closed, but isn't God everywhere? Right. And again, it's kind of like, it was interesting to hear those words from her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, that's pretty dope. And so like, I think, as the kids song say, God is always working on me.
Right.
And so I'm hoping that he'll continue to work on me and work on everybody, but allow that to work through me as well.
Yeah, and we'll be doing a full year in review next week. We didn't talk about the news this week. This is our Christmas special, so
we ain't got time for that.
We ain't got time for all that, but next week we'll try to hit some of the things that happened even this week, but not just this week, but for the whole year. So definitely tune in to that. We will be live.
So we actually can't. So for the people that need to catch up, we actually won't be ending the show with the motto.
We won't,
because that's actually the question. So you got to tell us what the motto is.
If you want this dope album.
And then what was the second question? Did we do a second question? We didn't talk about it, but here we go. And then also in the comments, if you can list what the 5 love languages are, you will win that book. And then so that was the second and the third giveaway was C.S. Lewis. We'll just pick that at random.
Mm-hmm.
And so 2 questions. Question number 1, what is the motto of the show? Number 2, what are the 5 love languages? And then we'll pick one random person to get the C.S. Lewis book, Screw Tape Papers.
I'm putting that in the comments now.
So we'll be on the look for that, and you can expect your gift soon.
Yep.
You ain't never heard the motto. That means you ain't never watched Show to the
End. You ain't one of our true listeners.
That means you might have to actually go back and re-review.
Yeah, that's not cheating if you go back and watch.
You gotta study. So, and we want to send a shout out to everybody who's been watching with us, sticking with us for these 20 episodes.
We appreciate y'all. It makes us not just feel good, but it makes us feel like we're able to share the gospel in a unique way. We feel like we have a kind of niche podcast going on, and we appreciate you guys rocking through us. Hopefully you've seen us grow, seen how we mature, and we continue to be on that line. And we look forward to the new year.
Michelle, you disqualified from that question.
No, she was.
No, she disqualified because she teaches that.
Dude, I don't know, man. We may have to review. We may have to do an official review.
Run the tape back.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. No one wants a book. Reading is fundamental, my friend.
It's fundamental, man. And if you already have the book, you can give it away. So there you go. Keep the gift giving going. With that being said,
we'll actually close with the prayer.
Oh yeah.
Because we didn't, you know what I'm saying? So kind of gracious Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for the greatest gift that there ever could be, love in human form. And that's it. Amen.
Amen. There it is. And that being said, I'm Chuck.
Zig.
We 2 Christian brothers. We out. Thanks for watching.
Peace.